Hello and welcome to Paneda. Paneda has developed a complete DAB headend system as a software which can be realized in the Paneda 1 unit hardware containing a complete system including multiplexer, audio encoders, data management system and management system in one single 1 unit hardware. The same software can also be realized in your own server environment using VMware and Hyper-V. In addition, Paneda also offers a cloud-based solution offered as a service. The complete system is using the same software and managed in the same way. This video will guide you through a short presentation of the system and basic features. To log in to a Paneda system, use the standard web browser. We recommend Chrome. Type the IP address to the system and use your provided credentials to log in to the system. First appearance is the dashboard, showing you a summary status, summary information, such as the server time on the multiplexer and local time offset, summary status, active schedule of the configurations, and the active configuration, the local time zone, and summary status. By clicking one of the tabs, it will take you directly to that related site. Status channels is a summary overview of the complete status, such as hardware-related status, memory status, scheduling, NTP synchronization status, and as well as each audio service or each service on air status, silence detection, PID data status, and more. The system also has a logging feature where you can display different kind of log events in real time in the web browser. In real time, you can also monitor in the audio status, VU meter information for each audio service as they are presented on the input. Each sub-channel buffering status can be monitored in real time. All settings related to IP settings can be reached from the Settings tab. And the Paneda 1 unit hardware has two different network interfaces, which can be set up using dynamic IP address or a huge number of fixed static IP addresses, one or several IP addresses each network interface. This is useful when you need to separate data and management traffic. Cluster setting means redundancy. You can have one system working as active system and a huge number of passive systems which will act as mirrors to the active systems. And you can disable and activate redundancy. You can easily change time zone in the system. You can easily from the web browser specify NTP servers. And the Paneda system use NTP as the only reference clock, reference source in the system. Means that it's quite flexible and you can easily use public NTP servers. In the right field, you will see status for each NTP server specified in the left field, and the green server means that it's activated and valid. In the multiplexer settings, you specify the timestamp offset in seconds, milliseconds, and the UTC offset. In the EDI output settings, you can specify either unicast or multicast to your destination. And you can add a huge number of EDI outputs. You can bind them to different physical interfaces in a mix or in a combination. The user tab lists the number of users in the system, and the Paneda system can combine different roles with different user accounts. So a certain role can be dedicated to a user for different roles in the system. One role could be monitoring only, and then you bind different users to that role, etc. So the user handling is very flexible. And furthermore, the Paneda system also uses the highest available security, working with HTTPS, SSL certificates, and you can also enable two-factor authentication. The scheduler in the Paneda system is quite advanced, allows you to set up a very advanced scheduler, weekly based, monthly based, or daily based, or in any other way. For example, the schedule demo 1 has been set up to every day at 7 o'clock activate the configuration named demo no AES, and 10 minutes after 7:10 every day another configuration will be activated, and you can easily add more events to the same schedule. In a calendar view, you will see how they will be presented and time for activation each day. In the scheduler, you can view different views, as for instance the combined schedule view, showing you all the active configurations, upcoming events, and also past events in gray. In the system configuration settings, you define your redundant systems, you define audio input sources, ensemble configurations, contract parameters, including ensemble name, a range of sub-channel IDs, service IDs, etc. In the service configuration, in the left field, you will see a list of predefined configurations. The configuration named on air shows you the active configuration on air, but you are not allowed to change anything. They are all grayed out. If you go back to the dashboard, you will see that the active configuration is demo no AES. And going back to the service configuration, you will find that configuration in the list. And you can change the parameters directly from the web interface. Each service can be expanded or collapsed. And you can easily change all kind of parameters in each service. Audio types, service IDs, different audio sources, and you can choose to extract metadata from a web stream or a separate PAD stream. A unique feature in the Paneda system is that the audio sources are not tightly connected to a certain audio encoder. You do that connection directly in the configuration. It's very useful when having several services sharing the same audio sources, and you can easily change audio source directly from the service configuration. For instance, going from physical ASCII input to a web stream. The system supports DAB and DAB+, and also two kinds of codecs. One based on the Fraunhofer codec, and another one for open source. You specify the bitrate using the slider or manually specify the bitrate. Audio modes, SPR, on or off, sample rate, error protections, PAD allocation, how much PAD data I would like to allocate for this service, slideshow, SLS included or not, program type, language, and type of program. Once you have done the settings, you just click the play button, and the changes will be applied immediately. To create a new service, the most convenient way is to make a copy of the audio service, change the name, decide a short name, subchannel ID, and other parameters. Once done, click play again, and you have now added a new audio service. To verify the status, go to audio levels, and you will find the audio service listed. As well as a new subchannel. The Paneda system is also supporting what's called virtual content providers. It means that a number of radio stations can share one multiplexer, and based on the login, the user account, you will be directed to a certain capacity slot where you can handle your own audio services and within your specified range. For example, let's log out. If you remember, we were logged in as a test user. Let's log in as test 2. We need to refresh the web browser, and now we are a different user. Sorry, I didn't log in as another one. Do it again. Now we are a different radio station, and we see different audio services. We see different service IDs. We see a different range of subchannel IDs. Totally independent from the rest of the system. This is very cost efficient and very, very flexible. That's all, folks. I hope to see you again, and don't hesitate to contact Paneda if you're interested in our DAB solution. Thank you and goodbye.